Hi YouTube, welcome back to another Nancy Drew playthrough. Today we are finally replaying the infamous Midnight in Salem. The disappointing 2019 release that shocked the world. I have not played this since it came out, 6 years ago, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel replaying it, but that's what we're here to find out together. I'm sure we're all going to be haters in a fun way today, and it's going to be a freaking blast. Let's get into it. Amateur Sleuth.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem.
But
I'll be going to Mosam Castle to retrieve
just
it before
immediate
I head back
hatred.
to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy.
I know, nothing can compare to the classic Nancy voice, but I understand why they went with a younger voice actor.
Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure.
Or a younger voice, I guess. Who is this imposter? I know.
Are you coming in?
Hi, Jompa.
That's all right, Miss Drew. I prefer to stay out here.
It's so dark.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although I will tell you,
Throw the
as I
whole
told him,
Nancy
the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have from the other side of this door. I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
Click to move.
Ah, much better. What a wonderful view.
Hold the right mouse button to look around. Oh, I have to drag it? Oh, and then click. Oh, I see. Okay. I forgot how weird the navigation was.
This Judge Sewell's desk.
Ah, yes.
Why'd you say it like that?
That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And
You're
what's
right, the
inside
subtitles
this
are
alleged
behind.
book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Okay.
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
This is the book where I write down the names of chatters I see in other streams. Oh, this is long. Okay. Dear Abigail Hathorne Woodley, I do regret to write to you in this state. I've been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. Relentlessly have I cried for his mercy, longing for his light to bathe my conscience clean. Over recent years, I have been sent punishments only attributable to godly wrath. 2 of our daughters have perished, my wife's mother as well, and our latest child did not draw breath when born. I must repent, lest my children forever be held in anger and contempt by your father. To right the wrongs made in zealous blindness, I am writing a book I call the Book of Apologies. To be worthy of his mercy, I am traveling the world to note down all the names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrongs I have helped create. My guilt allows me not to ask for your forgiveness, though know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I've done. With regret, Judge Samuel Sewell.
What does this mean?
Hi, Zed. honestly blame the voice acting more in the direction than the actor herself, just because I've heard her in other games and she's pretty good in those. I can see that. I can see that for sure. Like the details and the graphics of this, however, the voice kills it for me. Yeah. She could do a good job, but it also sounds like she was reading the script for the first time. That's also fair. The only thing I love about this game is that you have some flirtatious moments between Nancy and Deirdre, of course.
Locked. Locked.
She doesn't even say it's locked, which is disappointing. How do I back it up? There we go. Can I not take this piece?
Doesn't fit.
Oh, now it'll fit.
What a
Whoa.
clever desk. It even comes with a labyrinth. Easy. I found it. It's here.
What? Really?
Hi, Kelsey.
Amazing.
New name, I see.
Locked behind some sort of cage, though. The lock says A.W. Any ideas?
A.W.? No. But I have some tools in the shop that might be able to cut it free. In my shop. I'll go. Meet me there.
Where is that? Hey, wait for me. The Book of Apologies. It's locked.
There's it's locked. We can mark that off the bingo. I guess I can't pick it up, which is kind of silly.
Malleus Maleficarum. Wow. The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
I'm not reading this.
There really isn't much here. There really isn't much here.
Got it.
Nancy! This way!
Where is that? Dr. Hurst?
Nancy Drew, it's Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre? Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of...
Listen, I know we haven't exactly been besties in the past, but I'm in the middle of something big, and
Deirdre, I have to call you back.
Wait, don't hang up on me!
Elizabeth? Elizabeth!
Oh,
Hey!
a jump scare.
What are you doing? What? The book! They took the book! Stop! Stop running! Gotta move slowly. Come on.
Swipe or no swiping.
No!
Inspect the area.
Gotta figure out which way they went. Must be a clue here. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
Vienna to Boston.
A ticket to Boston. Yes, Deirdre. What is it?
You know where I am right now?
Yay, good for you.
Salem.
Salem. As in, witch trial Salem?
Obvi. Come on, Drew.
Obvi.
My cousin has... well, she's gotten into some trouble here. and I thought I could help her out. But it turns out this situation is much more complicated than I anticipated.
Our queen
So
is
now
here.
I'm calling you to ask for some guidance.
You want my help?
Ugh, yes, don't make this more painful. I could use your professional opinion, okay?
We're already
Well,
killing it on bingo right
so
now.
happens that the case I'm on is connected to Boston, which is just nearby Salem.
Has anyone
I
gotten
was
over
never a big
90%
believer
silly?
in coincidences.
I don't think so.
Oh, are you sure?
I'd love to.
Seriously?
I thought I had reached a dead end, but it looks like I have to go to Massachusetts anyway. In any case, a fresh perspective would do me good.
Ugh,
Ooh, close
you're
tic
already
tac.
annoying me, and you're not even here yet.
You're welcome. I think it might even be fun.
Oh, this is so the worst idea I've ever had. I'll pick you up from the airport.
I appreciate you coming here, Drew.
I'm just glad you didn't change your mind and leave me at the airport.
Might have crossed my mind. Keep the excessive cheeriness under control, and we'll be fine.
No promises.
Where were
I
you?
do hate
by
how the
way?
character models look.
Austria.
Did I interrupt a vacation?
A
with
major
Matt?
downgrade
Didn't you
from
bring me
Sea
here
of
to help with
Darkness,
a case?
for sure.
Yes, I did. And that's it.
I mean, all of this is a major downgrade from
Fire.
Sea of Darkness.
Was anyone hurt?
Happened in the middle of the night. No one was there, thankfully. The house wasn't completely destroyed, but the person who lived there had to move out. Just so we're clear, this is my case. I know you're a detective and everything, but this is personal. It's family. Well, extended, and from my father's side. But whatever, that's not the point. It's personal. You take my lead, okay?
Got that Capu
Of
Cave
course.
treatment, she sure
But-
did.
Well, I have done this a couple of times, Deirdre. And in my experience, we can cover twice as much ground if we work side by side.
You know, respect your experience and whatever, but family trumps experience. It's sensitive, and I don't want you messing it up by being too
To what?
you. You're a question machine. This requires gentle handling.
Yeah, that's a fair opinion.
And that's been your approach.
If we're choosing
Well,
between the dialogue in
like I
this
said,
game and the gameplay
I
in this
need
game, I would probably choose the dialogue as
So-
well.
Can I ask some questions?
Like anyone could stop you.
Why don't we start with your extended family?
They're cousins. The Perrys. Parry.
Oh,
Yeah,
like in fencing.
I agree, Zed.
Yes. Tegan is the older one. May is younger. They had a difficult childhood, okay? And now May is suspected of committing arson on the most important historic mansion in Salem. And I know it's not true. I know it.
What can you tell me about May?
She has a reputation as a troublemaker. Seems like a loner to me. Maybe a bit odd at times. Sometimes she can even sense things before they happen.
Odd how?
I don't know. Troubled teen stuff. Difficult time as a kid.
Hi,
Thing
Liv.
is, she won't give an alibi.
Welcome
That would
in.
be seen as suspicious.
That's the problem. Everyone is so suspicious of her. Prejudice, I guess. Because of... well, you'll see.
Sounds like we should talk to her soon.
Where do you think we're going?
What does Tegan think about this?
She's worried about May, obviously. Tegan isn't like May. She's upstanding. She
Hi,
works at the
JCat.
Salem
Welcome
Museum and
in.
doesn't
Good to
know a
see
thing about
you.
criminal cases,
Hope you're doing well
which is why she
today.
contacted me.
One more question. What can you tell me about this historic mansion?
It's called the Hathorn House, and it's old. Like, really old. And now it's been set on fire.
Oatmeal container,
About it?
a wooden bowl,
A lot of
Thank you for the bits, Liv.
and a paper towel roll.
That's kinda why you're here.
Which is why.
The Hathorn house is haunted.
We do love a haunting. Would have loved to see more of the haunting in this game.
What do you mean, haunted?
Exactly that. There's ghosts.
Deirdre.
I don't believe it either, Drew. But I can't explain it. Everyone seems to think they exist. With so many sightings, even if it isn't real ghosts, something is definitely going on. I thought that maybe you can disprove them. So, would you please get out of my car and come inside?
Rock and roll, dear. Enjoy your lurk, J-Cat. Thanks for being here.
If we're going to
You
work
better run!
side by
She's our
side,
friend and she's
you
crazy!
better learn to keep up with me.
Zed, I see what you're saying. My
You must be Nancy.
my
Thank you
adjustment
so
to
much
that
for coming.
opinion is I wish they would stop doing like
You know, you live in the same
ghosty
neighborhood for 20
aspects
years
and then
you
just,
expect
like,
your
dropping
neighbors
it.
to be a little more
'Cause I feel
understanding when
like-
your family is falsely accused of
Can I
horrific
pause it?
crime.
No.
I'm good.
I
Thanks.
feel like sometimes
Tegan
they'll
Perry,
just drop
welcome
the
to my
ghost
home.
bomb early in the
Well,
game, and then the
although
rest
right
of the
now my
mystery
parents
is
are
so
literally on
unrelated
safari in
to being
Namibia,
haunted
so
that it's like, oh
while
yeah,
my
they
daughter is
did
being
mention
convicted of
ghosts,
a crime
didn't
she
they?
didn't commit,
I
I'm taking
would
care of things around
enjoy
here. They'll be home
more
soon.
ghosty games if
A
they
very
felt
expensive courier
really
is tracking him
ghosty.
down in the
I don't know if
bush.
that really makes a lot of
Top-notch.
sense.
I found him on the internet. Deirdre tells me you'll be assisting her in clearing my sister's name.
Assisting? Yeah.
She's innocent. I don't know why she won't help herself. She's got a difficult reputation. Well, you know, Deirdre, what people here can be like. She doesn't trust easily, not since... I'm sorry, are you hungry? There's clam chowder, homemade. A little taste of New England. I made up the guest bedroom for you, Nancy. Deirdre,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
you're
true.
bunking with May. Make yourselves at home. Oh, I almost forgot. After you girls get comfortable, you two should swing by the museum. Might as well take in some history while you're here, right? Just don't get suckered into that witch's walking tour. Olivia Ravencroft is not a witch. She would have you believing
I agree
all
with that,
kinds
Liv.
of
I think it would be a
nonsense about
nice
tiny,
switch
cruel
up
ghosts.
because even Sea
I
of
thought
Darkness
you two
was
used
one
to
of
be
the
friends.
like a darker
That was a long time
atmosphere.
ago. Look,
So
I'm
having,
sorry,
like,
I gotta get going. Running late to an
Something
appointment.
brighter would be
Thanks,
a
Tegan.
nice
I appreciate
contrast.
you letting us stay. Before you go, do you have time for a quick question?
Nancy,
And I
We
agree with
just
that
got
too,
here.
Kelsey.
Sorry.
Which
I know you're in a rush.
I've heard it
would
said that
really
you can
help.
kind of consider
course. I have
this
time for one
a game
question,
number
if
one
it'll
because
help.
it's like a whole new team of developers. So it is kind of like they're starting from ground zero in a way, even though they most definitely weren't. They just like gutted their entire staff and started over. So I do kind of consider this game one, even though it's like one of the most recent in the series. Oh, what in the world? The wind is crazy right now. So I think things are flying around in my garage.
What can you tell me about where the fire happened?
What have you heard about it? Look, I appreciate you want help, but I don't want you dragging all that up and upsetting May. You told me she would be able to reach her. That's not the...
I agree, Liv.
that's
I
not what
agree.
Nancy is asking about.
Whenever this was first
I'm
released,
sorry
I
if
was
I
not
wasn't
cutting them a
clear.
lot of slack because I was just
thought
like really
since the Hathorn
disappointed.
House is important to
Um,
the town, you must know
But
about
in
it.
hindsight, I
The
do
museum.
Oh.
give a lot of grace.
I'm so sorry. The Hathorn House fire. Yes, John Hathorn was one of Salem's founders.
Yeah, that's
His
true.
large house estate
That's
was the
true. There
oldest
wouldn't be
surviving
her
structure from
interactive
17th
without this
century
game.
Salem.
Oh, is that all?
That was 2 questions. I said 1. But yes, he was also the big-time judge that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Is there some other fire I need to know about?
No. May's accident was in a fire. I just don't want her getting upset with unnecessary questions about things long over.
I understand.
You can read all about Judge Hathorn when you come to the museum later. Gotta run. You jerk.
Okay,
Didn't
more
say you put in
dialogue.
time for
I was
days
like,
for
are we
her to
gonna
come
get to
by.
do something or?
I know. I had to check in with your case at the,
And that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
I didn't want to
Completely
bother you.
rebranding.
How you holding up?
I've been accused of worse.
No, you haven't.
I agree.
Hey, at least I got you to get off your butt and finally visit me.
Oh,
Chat is on
this
fire
is the girl
today.
I was telling you about.
Chat knows what's
Nancy
up.
Drew.
Nice to meet you.
Those leggings, wild.
She really doesn't want to talk. This could be difficult.
Yes, we
Any
all know how
advice?
much you disliked Key.
Do better?
I still
Pop it in
haven't
the
played
kitchen.
it. I'll play it soon though. Low tier Nancy games are great for engagement. That is so true. Okay, let's check out that checklist. Talk to Tegan, talk to Judge Danforth.
Deirdre would be upset
Oh.
if I left without her. She's waiting in the kitchen.
Are you ready to leave yet? We
Mm-hmm.
don't have all day.
This tour sounds interesting.
Don't tell Tegan that's your plan.
It'll give us a good overview of the town.
You mean I want to meet the real witch of Salem?
Yeah, I do.
Almost
She
more
might
like
know
an open
something.
world
I
RPG.
wonder why
That would
Tegan
be
doesn't like her.
interesting.
You don't have
I
to
would be willing to
investigate
try that
everything,
out.
Drew.
I'm just
Olivia steals
I'm so
Tegan's visitor,
attached
sounds like.
to Nancy Drew
You really
as
wanna do
it
the dumb
was
tour?
that it's hard for
You
me
don't have to come
to
with me.
be
Side by
open-minded
side.
about like
Gotta be honest, it does
total
sound more fun than the
modernization,
museum.
you know? Yeah, and it would have to have good story and good puzzles for it to be a good Nancy game. I know it's not. I know it's not going back to what it was
were you
before,
actually doing before you picked me
but
up from
it's
the
just hard
airport?
for me to accept
What do you mean?
change.
You gave May a non-answer when she asked why it took you so long to stop by here.
A non-answer? Yeah, because I went to the police station.
And?
And they're still going through the evidence. And when they found out I was May's cousin, they started laughing.
So they think she did it.
Everyone
Enjoy your
does.
lurk, Maggie. Drive
So,
safe.
I went to check out the Hathorn house myself. But I never went inside.
I
The
agree with
ghost?
that as well, Owen.
What?
Absolutely.
No. There was some weirdo there who told me the ghost was going to steal my soul.
That's fair.
It
That's
was
fair.
Totally creepy. And then I found out that everyone in this town believes in ghosts, so I
Yeah.
didn't
So I guess
Well,
A
whatever
full
or
commitment
whoever
to
it is,
modernization
there's an explanation
would-
behind it. Did the police
would be
give
better.
you anything? Anything at all?
They told me there's a Judge Danforth in town.
Yeah.
And he's going over the particulars of the Hathorn
good
House
points,
estate.
guys. Good
I
points.
found his office. But he kinda never let me enter his office. Believe me, I tried.
I know him. Not well, but enough to get through his door and have a conversation.
That's true.
Alright. Are we going into town or what?
Y'all are popping
Sure.
off today.
Who could gain something by burning down a house? Insurance claim, maybe?
Possibly. Means, motive, and opportunity. We need to start interviewing. See if anyone checks off those 3 boxes.
And in your
Oh,
experience?
Liv's gotta hear me out.
It's usually something much more personal.
What you got to say? Okay, now can we go? There we go. Ned.
Hi.
Nance, how have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Sorry. I've been on a flight.
Busy on another case, huh? You know, you should really enjoy yourself.
In the
more,
background,
Nance. Life's too
you can
short
kind
to
of
be
hear
working
some
all
of the
the
go-go
time.
This isn't
dancing
work for
music.
me. It's fun. Besides, crime doesn't take a vacation. Speaking of which, how's yours?
Ned, come on.
We listen and
Yeah,
we don't
One
judge.
second.
Sounds like you're having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Call you later, Nancy.
Oh, you
Well,
think
that
Ned's
was-
cheating? I guess that's what you're supposed to assume. Yeah. I think at this point in the series, they're starting to push for the Francie narrative. Which, you know, I'm all for. I don't want Ned to be cheating, though. Ned's better than that. Hey Nancy, Deirdre gave me your number. Sorry about before, I was stressed. Don't worry about it, and thanks for getting in contact. Where can I find the museum? Oh, you're so welcome to come by. We're on the opposite side of the town square from the courthouse. Just turn right and go past the old cemetery. Can't miss it. Thanks, I'll stop by. Great.
Visitors! By now, you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks. The truth is, witches are
Give us
real.
third-person Nancy where we can change her clothes and such, but just can't see her face. Now that could be cool. If they could figure out a way to do that, I would be interested. I would be interested in that.
Ritual, mystery, magic. Most exist now only in secret, and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge.
This girl's
for the
really
deaths
big on
of the
talking with her
Salem
hands.
Witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
So cool.
That's so cool.
Thank you. Now, if any of you are interested in the real history of the witches of Salem, I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town. And perhaps you too will see one of the restless dead.
Thief in Austria used the same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief? What were you doing there?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Do you regularly fly to Europe for investigation?
You should know this better than anybody.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward.
Nancy Drew, but make it Firewatch. Ooh. My dog is old and she wants to play fetch even when her joints are sore. I've learned that we can pretend to throw the ball and then hide it, and she has a blast walking around looking for it. Gets her to slow down a little. That is precious.
A specter may be hanging over Salem, but that doesn't keep the town from getting into the Halloween spirit.
How do I get over there? There we go.
When do we want it?
Hey, what are you doing?
He's a judge, Deirdre. He's not gonna bite. Hello? Judge Danforth.
Yeah. Hello. Ted? Is that you?
Ted?
No, Your Honor. My name is Nancy Drew. I think you've spoken with my father.
Nancy Drew? Carson's daughter?
Yes, and I'm with my friend Deirdre Shannon. We're investigating
Who's
the
Ted?
arson of the Hathorn house.
Ah, yes, yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you see, no, I mean, I'd let you in, but I seem to have been locked in my office and I need some help getting out.
Do you know where I could find a key to your office?
There's not even a
Yes,
Ted
I
in the
believe I
game.
gave
That's
a copy of the
hilarious.
key to
I was
Alicia
just thinking the
Cole's
same thing,
back.
Owen. How did he lock
Just down the
himself
hall. I
inside
hope
the
she's still
office? Also, what did he say? Wasn't listening.
Yes.
Oh.
Can I help you?
Hi, so sorry to bother you at this hour, but we're here to meet with Judge Danforth, and he seems to be locked inside his office.
He said you might have a key.
Sorry, I gave him my spare.
Unbelievable. Whenever you
Just a
want.
friend.
Go off, Queen.
Well then, do you have a paperclip?
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, what business do you two have with the judge?
We're helping the judge with a case.
Anything I can assist you with?
Thanks, but I think we got it. No need for a lawyer. At least, not yet.
The diploma gave me away, huh?
Hello,
Aside
Jetpack.
from the
Enjoy
cold
your
coffee
lurk.
you're
Thanks
still
for being
drinking
here.
And the deluxe open box of sticky tabs, yeah. You could say I know the type really well.
Nancy Drew, you really are your father's daughter. It's nice to finally meet you.
You know my dad?
Small world. If you need any
I
assistance
assume Carson
or
knows
more
everybody
paperclips,
just like Nancy knows
feel free to
everybody.
ask.
Hello? Judge Danforth.
Oh, wait.
I'll come back later.
Do I have to...
Judge Danforth?
Oh.
I couldn't find your key.
There's a handicap parking spot out
Alicia
front, but there's
said
no
she'd
wheelchair
keep a
ramps
copy
or
book.
door opening buttons on this government
I did
building.
Find a paperclip.
Seems
I think I
shady
can
to
pick your
me.
lock, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Alicia is doing the potty
This
dance.
shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
Okay, hold to drag the pin, feel for the pin that gives resistance, release when the pin locks in place. Huh? Oh, I see, okay. What? Oh. Okay. No. Okay, not a huge fan of this. I'm gonna get frustrated. You love this puzzle?
Still got it.
Efficient. How'd you learn to do that, actually?
Online
It
video
probably does
tutorial.
change things.
Someday
Yeah.
you have to tell me about your secret life of breaking and entering, Drew. Because you're in danger of being cool. Which, honestly, I just don't like.
Someday.
Love how immersive the tactile nature of it is. That's fair.
Ah, those protesters are out there again, stirring the pot. You know, this town used to be a quiet place, but it seems lately there's been an element that has infiltrated our community. I have no doubt one of those troublemakers locked my door and threw away the key. Now, Nancy, your father and I have discussed.
Oh, sorry. I'm not Nancy.
Of course you're not. You look nothing like Carson. Did your father ever tell you about the time we won 4th place at the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta? You see, at the time I had...
He's about to tell me to pull myself up from the bootstraps. Absolutely.
Judge,
This
is
man
Deirdre Shannon.
loves
She's working with me on
capitalism.
the case.
Deirdre, you're the one who tried to break down my door.
Breakdown?
Your Honor, that's an exaggeration. I was knocking. Heavily.
Look, I'm really busy dealing with this Hathorn House business. Being a judge is not as simple as, you know, investigating during your free time.
Well, we just used our free time to unlock your door. So I'm sure you'll be willing to repay us
Yeah,
with some
I don't
answers
like
to
that
our
either.
questions. Right?
Yes, of course. What can I help you girls with?
Lots of
Can you
things.
explain to us how you're involved with the Hathorn House?
Well, yes. The house was built by Judge John Hathorn during the 1600s, and it represented the oldest surviving structure from that era. Judge Hathorn, of course, was one of the 3 judges that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Yes, and I'm sure we can read all about the home's history in Salem's museum.
More recently, Frances Tuttle, Judge Hathorn's last direct descendant, lived in a small section of the house while the rest was left to fall into considerable disrepair. She was alone, except for a part-time caregiver, Lauren Holt, who had a bedroom in the carriage house. A few months ago, Frances Tuttle passed away, which left Hathorn House without a legal heir.
No, that's not realistic.
After 90 days,
even if I had my glasses off, it would not be blurring like that.
From now, at midnight.
I was told that the burning of Hathorn House is suspected to be a case of arson. How did the police come to that conclusion?
The investigation found paint solvent residue on burnt embers, suggesting someone deliberately used an accelerant. Thankfully, Mrs. Tuttle never had to see what became of her home.
And what evidence do you have that May Perry is the one responsible for this?
Evidence? Have you ever heard of recidivism?
No.
3 out of 4 criminals in the United States are repeat offenders. And there's only one person in all of Salem who has a history of fire-related crime.
So, there is no evidence?
Not yet, but there will be.
So I hate him.
You don't need evidence. She's already been convicted in the court of public opinion.
Is that what she said?
No, I'm saying it.
She has a history with this.
Twitch Mobile is rough. I'm so sorry.
What does she gain by burning down the Hathorn house?
You'd have to ask her. And while you're at it, you can ask about her alibi, which she refused to give to the police. So, any other questions?
So, how did Frances Tuttle pass away exactly?
The woman was 88 years old. The coroner confirmed her death was of natural causes.
So they never investigated Lauren Holt.
You need the suspicion of foul play to investigate someone, young lady.
We'd like to speak with her all the same.
She still lives on the estate, although for how much longer we do not know. You can also find her in her shop, Luminous Infusions. She might be willing to talk to you.
So the Book of Apologies. Why did you really need it?
Yes, and first of all, I'm so glad you're all right. Nasty business. Had I known you were going to be put in harm's way, I would have never called Carson and asked.
Thank you for that, Owen.
I've done plenty of work for my father. Trust me. I can handle myself.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
So, I've already heard some stories, but would you mind giving me your version of why the book is important?
Yes, so... Judge Sewell was rumored to keep a ledger of all the accused, intending to publish it to reconcile with their families and clear their names. But he passed away before he could do so.
Going to Austria for a rumored book seems like a heck of a long shot.
Well, I have been under some pressure from the AW group. AW as in accused witches.
Don't you think it's dangerous throwing around May's name as a suspect before any
Okay, let's hear it. I love a niche complaint.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
From what you've described, there is no evidence against May. Yet you were saying that she did it. As a judge, I think you would be the first to admit that sounds prejudicial.
It is not just me, Miss Drew. There are plenty of people who believe that May is responsible for this crime.
That can still be
it is
prejudicial.
Not prejudice when she is the only likely suspect.
Actually, that is the definition of prejudice.
I'm not going to have this debate with you. Is there anything else?
No.
Talk to you later.
Miss Drew, before you go, there is something else I need your help with.
You're not locked out of your car, are you?
There was a...
Good one, Nancy.
There was an incident here recently. Someone broke into the evidence room.
Oh. Have you called the police?
Well, no, not yet. I don't think anything was taken.
I know,
Never
what a
mind.
miserable
I'll call the
life that
police.
would be.
Thank you for your time.
I just want to look at the... I just want to look at this.
Judge's office to the right.
You're not gonna let me look at the rest of that? Fine. Oh wait, I can do this. I forgot. Evidence room. This way. I hate navigating this place. Okay, I can't get in there, I guess. Y'all are gonna have to be patient with me as I figure out how to navigate this thing. Is this the museum? They could have done so much better with the museum. It's so sad.
Hey, sorry about the mess. We're in the middle of installing a big showcase. So what have you seen in town so far?
We decided to do the Real Witches tour.
Oh, you talked to Olivia.
High-key
What's with
disappointing.
her
I
getup?
totally agree.
Witch? Street magician, maybe?
Everyone has to make a living. Is she telling the story about a coven living here in the recent past?
Yeah. Why?
Just bad taste.
Olivia is quite the local character. I hope you don't mind if we do the tour. I want to see more of the town, and finding out a place's old superstitions is kind of a habit I've gotten into. I'm excited to look around the museum.
Of course.
Tour ticket. This would have been a great time to like put in some Easter eggs from past games. Kind of like they did in Secrets Can Kill Remastered, like have some books from previous
Sad that even
games.
children are named in the list of those accused witches, like Abigail Johnson, just 11.
Okay, let's hear this niche complaint. There's what seems to be a continuity error where the game waffles back and forth on Lauren's connection to Frances Tuttle. Sometimes it's framed like she was a live-in nurse who was just really close to her and lived with her for years, but no. The game states Lauren was legally adopted by Frances like a decade ago, meaning Lauren is legally Frances's heir, which undermines one of the main plot lines. That's so true. Have you called anyone in the game while looking at them? No.
Hi, you've reached the phone of Private Investigator Deirdre Shannon. I'm working on an important case and can't come to the phone right now. But if you have any information you'd like to share, please leave a message after the beep.
Now, why did they do that?
Deirdre is taking this very seriously.
That's really interesting. Okay, I also want to do that to Tegan.
Hi, Nancy. Hope everything's okay. I'm a little busy right now, but I can take a question or two. What can I help you with?
Hey, Tegan. Of course, everything's fine. I'm good for now. I'll let you get back
Meaning
to
the
work.
government is about to
Alright,
kick Lauren out of
good
her
night.
home and seize
I
her
hope
and
you
her
make good
mom's
progress
property
today.
because they
Made
can't
us
find the
feel
will
like
confirming
really
Frances'
counting
only
on
living
you.
descendants
Thanks.
gets
I'll
her
do my best
property.
to get to the bottom
Yeah,
of this.
right.
See you soon.
Yeah, and the hidden will thing is... it's kind of overdone.
It's locked.
Now this accused witches group shows up from out of nowhere and thinks they're entitled to the Hathorn property.
Didn't they find proof for their claim? It's only fair.
How far back do these reparations have to go? It's been hundreds of years.
Google Maps
Nobody
navigation
owes
game.
These loudmouths
Yeah,
squat.
really.
It's a bid for attention and money.
Must every response be outrage? I miss the peace and quiet.
checklist. I'm gonna be getting lost. How do I go on the witch tour? Do I not click on her? Roger Connett. That's
Fire at Hathorn
not
House.
what I meant to do.
Twin surprise.
Okay. Isn't the tour just like going through the cemetery or something?
It'll be more useful to explore the
Okay.
graveyard with a tour guide.
Alright. How do I do this? Maybe if I... Yeah, I had to come at her from a certain direction.
Me? Never. Well, nothing too bad.
I might turn up
Did
the
you know that
voices
in
and turn
Malian
down the
smell
music
like
a little bit.
harem? Ginger hair was the sign of a witch.
Because I feel like the voices are so much quieter.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are a witch.
So to become a witch, do I need to take a test or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecutors. We don't need permission. We don't live by the rules. Anyway, what can I help you with?
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets. It's against the witch code.
A code? I thought bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although,
Got her.
if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at least one secret about being a witch.
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets
As
busier
someone
around
with
Halloween.
multiple relatives who have been
And I'm
adopted
sure
for
you can
various
figure out
reasons,
why.
I hate that a game geared
How about
towards
the night
a
that the
predominantly
Hathorn
younger
House was
audience
burned?
has implied
You
messaging
look a
saying that
little
adopted
young to
children
be
aren't really
for the
family.
police, dear.
I don't think they
Oh,
intended
no,
that meaning
it's
to be
nothing
conveyed,
like
but
that. We're
it's
just
disappointing that it's in the game that way.
curious
That is so
Good.
true.
Because I've already spoken.
Yeah, that is really
So,
disappointing.
you were here.
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here.
Probably many.
If you go on my tour, you'll learn where you can find it.
Liv, I love your TED
You
Talks.
lived in Salem for
I
long,
love your TED Talks. Thank you for
and
inviting me
raised.
to your TED Talk.
so you know the Perrys.
Of course. Not well. If you were looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan. I figured there was some history between you two.
That was a long time back. We don't talk much now.
And May?
Yes, I know her too. Not spoken to her for a long time either.
But you've heard the rumors about her.
May is a troubled girl, and sometimes such girls get blamed for things that were not their... I don't think she burned down the Hathorn House, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds look for mundane explanations.
That's true. I agree
Do
with
you really
that.
believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven.
The
that
fall
they
vibes are
performed a
good.
ritual to return the dead witches to Salem to seek out their revenge before the witches moved on.
Is there any evidence of such a coven?
Ever since then, ghost sightings
And
have
the
gone
Hardy
through the
Boys,
roof.
yes.
Salem is now considered the most haunted place in the country.
Interesting.
Is that true?
You think it's a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
I feel like there are probably more haunted
How
places
else could the fire have started?
than
I heard there
Salem.
was not a single living soul in the house when it started burning.
Maybe per capita.
Keyword
Yeah.
living. The
Gettysburg.
world is composed of two equal parts, dark and light. The light we see every day. It's the trees, the people, the birds. It's our world. You can even see it at night. The dark is the unknown. plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a painful history permeates every surface, every crack, every brick, and every tomb, the dark will appear. Usually when you least expect it. That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem, because the dark may reach out and take you.
Okay,
Also,
Olivia,
did you
can we
know
speed
that
this
Salem
up?
has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America? If you want to learn why, you should go on my tour.
I would love to go on your tour. That's why I'm
Talk to
here.
you later.
How do I go on your freaking tour?
This tour sounds interesting.
Welcome on my tour.
Welcome
Thank
on my
you.
tour. I love talking about ghosts too. I think the paranormal, the supernatural is fascinating. I grew up watching like ghost adventures and ghost hunters shows.
Can't use that here.
What do you mean can't use that here? How do I look at it? Oh. Look for the raven and place the tablet over spots of interest. Okay. Hear me out. Imagine a spooky Nancy game where Nancy goes camping with her friends and one of them gets snatched. Exploring the spooky woods, here for it. Like Dog, but with the spooky factor amped up a ton. I would love that. I think it'd be great.
Before you stands Abigail Hathorne, helping the accused witches escape the grasp of her own brother, Judge Hathorne himself. Abigail freed many from their holding cells until the judge caught her in the act and locked her up in a cell deep within the Hathorne house. The statue was given the name Little Liberty in honor of her valiant efforts to free the innocent.
Hathorne House.
Through these woods lies the infamous Hathorne estate. It was common during the Salem witch trials that the
I do love to skip the dialogue in this game. I'll try not to skip too much of the dialogue, but when it comes to like the tours and stuff, I don't think that I will just listen to the whole thing. I don't know, we got things to do.
those sentenced for which
Here's one.
stand before the remains of Salem's most zealous and conniving judge. So lacking in morals was Judge Hathorne that he sent.
Okay. I still have 3 other ones.
Not yet. There are some more things
Okay.
I'd like to look. Come on.
What are the other things? Sinkholes, accused witches memorial, and Puritan statue. Are those perhaps not in the cemetery? Is that one that I need to see? Deirdre? I've seen that one, and that one over there. I've seen that one. Deirdre jump scare, I know. The navigation in this game makes me upset.
Darn, missed the opening hours. Better luck tomorrow.
I thought he was carrying a baseball bat. Are all of the tour things in the cemetery? Which line? Yeah, that's Deirdre. Oh, yeah. We haven't heard it yet, actually. How do I finish this godforsaken tour? Oh, I clicked out of the game. That gave me a heart attack, quite honestly. Can I walk this way? No. Tin can girl? Huh? Is there a tin can that I need to pick up? That's the okay. I see.
Huh?
I didn't mean to click on you, but because it sounds like she's talking into a tin can. Why can I not?
7 hours later.
Yes, thank you, Owen. Where are the rest of the tour things? See, I just have to assume that I can't get all of them in the cemetery. One is in the museum. Okay, thank you for confirming that it's not all in the cemetery. I thought I was going to be going crazy there.
The Salem Museum. Prime address for local history.
Hi, Capitalisimo. Capital. Welcome, welcome. Utterly rude. Love you too. There's 2 in the museum. Okay. That is helpful. There's one right there, I think. I just have to get to it.
The carefully researched genie.
Yes, thank you.
It was a time
Hi, how are you? Is it both of you or just one of you?
Prosecuted. These are the good.
Hello? I hate the navigation of this. I didn't mean to click on you.
The Salem Museum, known formerly as the Town Hall. Not only a great resource for the Salem witch trials, it also holds records of other interesting facets of our local history.
Lauren, hello.
Well to seek out the forbidden knowledge.
Okay, so I got the 2 in the museum, which means we're looking for the sinkholes. Imagine this, but Payne's Creek Killings Navigation. Man, I love Payne's Creek. I can't wait for Sunday so we can play that again.
The shops aren't making a lot of business right now.
Ice cream sounds so good right now. Oh, there it
The road
is.
has completely collapsed into the sinkhole.
Hi,
No
Lynn. Love
wonder
you
they closed it
too.
off.
Man, that was hard to find.
Oh, there, watch your step.
Watch
In
your
recent
step.
years,
Okay.
Okay, we completed the tour. Now what? Try talking to Megan. Great. Only follows you some of the time. Also have to turn in the tablet.
So,
Whoops.
Any thoughts?
Didn't.
First album was better.
Yeah, totally. It's good.
Really? You like this?
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, they were much better before they changed their bassist.
I meant the case. What do you think about it?
I don't like the judge.
Yeah, I kinda got that. I think the feeling's mutual.
Well, he's a jerk. Maybe he burned down the Hathorn house.
They changed their bassist.
What? You don't think so?
I don't think the judge burned down the house. But losing the accused witch's evidence seems a little too convenient.
Exactly. It's the absence of a case, which is why May should be considered innocent.
If May were
Yeah, the
willing to
music
give
in
an
this
alibi,
game
we
is
could clear
not
this up
top notch,
tonight.
that's for sure.
She's not talking to anyone, it seems. We are all allowed to enjoy some amount of privacy, but her refusal to be interviewed leads me to believe she is hiding something.
I can't believe you, Drew. I thought you were here to help. You know, not everyone can be as brilliant and cold as you are.
I'm not cold. And I never said I was brilliant either.
You need to get May to trust you.
I think there are
If
two
she
tracks
trusts
playing
you,
at the
she'll
same
open
time.
up and tell you the truth. And then you'll see. You're kind
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
There are definitely two tracks playing at the same time.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah?
Hey, what are you listening to?
You like this?
Yeah, we were listening on the way over. First album was much better. Yeah, too bad they changed bassists.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just, you don't look like you listen to this music.
Why does no one believe me?
Now you know how I feel.
May, I know you don't know me that well, but I'm here to help you.
I didn't burn down the Hathorn house.
Okay. Why does everyone think you did?
It's called prejudice. I look different. Or something like that.
That doesn't seem like a good reason to burn down
His
a
first
building.
video game.
What can I say?
I see that.
It's gone.
Did you ever visit the estate?
All the time. I appreciated it.
Oh? Why?
It is really bothering me that there's two songs playing
It
at
was
once.
built by a cold, brutal man who sent a bunch of people to their death because he didn't understand them. I appreciate being reminded of what happens when greedy
Not
people
both
stay in
of them.
charge.
Oh no.
Did you know Frances Tuttle very well?
No. But I know her daughter Lauren has that shop, Luminous Infusions.
You ever been inside?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I was just wondering if you knew her.
I don't.
The mashup.
I mean, I know she used to hang with my sister back in the day.
Mashed potato
I guess they fell out or
remix.
something. That's all I know.
Look, I spoke with the judge. They don't have anything on you.
Ugh.
All we need is an alibi.
That's
and
gonna
then
drive
they
me
can't charge
crazy.
you with anything.
And they're not going to have anything on me. Because he can't prove I did it.
Then why not just give the
Thanks for the
police
two.
an alibi? That's all they need.
I just can't.
You know what would make this even better? A third song playing at this same time. Cue up oatmeal container.
If I don't know who they are.
Just, I appreciate what you're trying to do.
Pink Pony Club.
Do you and the judge know each other? Have a history?
The man thinks I'm a bad influence.
There you go.
I used to be friends with his son.
There you go.
His son has had an interesting life, and he thinks it's my fault. He holds a grudge against me.
Really? That sounds surprising.
You live in a small town long enough, people make up their minds about who you are. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. It just is.
Can you tell me anything about Olivia Ravencroft? Anything at all?
I can tell you she doesn't get along with my sister.
Really? Why?
I don't know. They had some falling out a while ago. You should ask her.
Do you think Olivia would have any reason to light the Hathorn house on fire?
That makes sense.
Olivia is
Creating a video game is such an intricate process, it seems.
Or with fire.
I appreciate
So you think she did it?
video games so much when they're made well, because when you play a game that's not made well, the contrast is just so tangible, and it just makes you appreciate a good game even more.
Don't worry about her.
How come?
She takes her work really seriously. Like, she cares a lot. Like, way more than most normal people.
Like,
do
hear
for
me
their
when I
passion
say
projects.
I hate the Shattered Medallion with all of my heart and soul, but the Shattered Medallion is still
Sounds like me.
made better than Midnight in Salem.
It's like her personal crusade. Like, only she can make it better or something.
And that's
You can't
something that I
live
have to
your life
accept
like that.
and live with.
You need to enjoy it. Enjoy it with people you love.
Yeah, believe me, I know.
Headache-inducing? Yeah, really. I feel one coming on.
We saw Tegan at the museum.
I'm gonna speed up the dialogue because I can't stay in this room for much longer. I need a break. I need a break. And it's still playing in the background, but I agree. The same 80 seconds looping is too much. Too much for me. Is Nancy's suitcase there? Oh yeah, it is. Perfect. It's also crazy that you can't go into May's room at all in this game.
Well?
She's protecting something. Or someone.
Okay, yeah, obvi. But what?
I don't know yet. I'm getting through to her though. We have to go to the Hathorn house. Tonight.
Tonight? Like, in the dark?
Yeah. Do you have flashlights?
Spouse was
You
close.
do remember what I told you about that place, right?
You know what? Better idea. I'll go. You stay here and see if maybe May feels like talking to you.
Be careful out there, Drew.
There's no such thing as ghosts, Deirdre. I'll be fine.
No, not ghosts. People swear there's something in that house. Too many people believe it to not be true.
That almost
Could
only
be a
counts
wild
in
animal
horseshoes and
or
hand
toxic
grenades.
waste dump, I don't know. Just keep your guard up, okay?
Wow. That was really sweet.
All right, let's not hug or anything. You should check in with Lauren Holt. She still lives up there. Take the keys for my car. It's way too far of a walk all the way there. And remember, things happen after midnight in Salem.
The title drop. I forgot about that, Liv. I do like the fog. I think that's a cool touch. Ooh, brown sugar milk tea sounds really good. Frank!
That's right! You better run! She's our friend and she's crazy!
Creepy. Not at all. Frank!
Nancy, you sound excited.
Salem right now?
I, wouldn't even begin to. Salem, Massachusetts.
Joe, how the heck did you guys know?
We read about the Hathorn house in the Globe. Suspected arson. Your name was mentioned. Not as a suspect, obviously. Tegan Perry mentioned she had hired you to investigate.
Hired? Huh. That's news to me. I came here as a favor for Deirdre.
Deirdre Shannon? Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, it's a strange case all around. Are you guys in Boston?
How'd you know?
You said Globe. There's only one paper I know that uses that name.
Whoa, nothing gets past
I'm gonna
you.
call that a newspaper sighting.
Keep Ned on his toes.
Well, to be honest, I haven't really talked to him lately.
Oh, really? Yeah, us neither.
Not this.
Salem's pretty close to Boston. If you guys have the time,
Oh,
you should come up
no.
here and check it out while I'm in town.
Really? Yeah, it would be good to catch up. I don't
Yes,
know, Nancy.
it would.
With our special detective powers, we might be mistaken for witches. Heard they don't fare well up there.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you're
They
men.
love you guys.
You'd be fine.
Did you know that Salem is the only police force that has a witch as an official emblem?
I don't think that's true.
I'll bet you on it.
Okay, you're on. I'll take payment when we arrive in Salem. Maybe in a week or so. A week?
Hopefully, I won't be here then. But if you can make it up earlier, great.
Good talking to you,
I
Nancy.
honestly don't remember
Yeah, same to
much
you
about
too.
the end game. So I do appreciate the no spoilers.
Creepy. Interesting.
Flyer piece. Oh! Don't look behind you. The ghost will steal your soul. May isn't talking. Did you say something to her? Nothing in particular. This forest is giving me the chills. I can't believe you're actually going out there. And if you see a ghost, don't let it take your soul. Okay, Deirdre. I have mixed feelings about the texting. It does make it feel more modern and like it feels more realistic in that way. But I do miss the phone calls. Thank you for the toot.
What are you doing here?
Are you Lauren Holt?
You're trespassing.
And the Windows
This is
XP
private
error. Thank you
property.
so much.
I'm giving you one chance to explain yourself.
I need to speak with Lauren Holt.
So, what?
Well, I wanted to talk to her about Frances Tuttle.
Why? Did you know her or something?
Only what I read about in the newspaper.
There's nothing about her in the newspaper.
True. I do
Only her
like
name,
the
which
message
you're using
history.
to try and get something.
Can I come in?
Well, you're not leaving, are you?
My name is Nancy Drew.
What do you want, Nancy Drew?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about
the Hathorn house. Sit down. You drink tea?
It looks like I am
Yes,
sitting down.
Of course. I didn't mean to lie to you, Lauren.
Yes, you did. You wanted to talk to me by any means, so here we are. So, what do you want to know?
We didn't move a muscle.
Look, Lauren, I apologize for approaching you like I did. It was wrong, and I should have known better.
I appreciate you being straight with me. I'm sorry I've been a little angry. I've been dealing with a lot lately.
I really do appreciate you talking to me.
It's hard. I want... Look, I don't really know who set fire to the house, but I know that I want to stay here. It means something to me. It's the only home I've ever had.
Is Luminous Infusions your shop?
Yes.
What do you do
A
there?
heated throw blanket sounds
Curious.
really nice right
It's
now,
a
I'm not
tea
gonna
room
lie.
and modern apothecary.
Your
know,
girl be
Before there
cramping.
was a pharmacist, the town relied on an herbalist to provide medicines for headaches and sickness and energy and stuff like that.
Interesting. Did Francis Tuttle teach you this?
No, I taught myself.
Oh, cool. What can you tell me about the history of the Hathorn House?
Built by Judge John Hathorn in 1695, the man flat out stole the land from the people he sentenced to death. Property has changed hands many times over the years, with Francis Tuttle being the most recent owner.
Have you looked for the will?
Of course, but I can't find it. Believe me, I've tried to find it, and now the judge has given me days to deliver or the town will take control. I don't have a copy, but I know one exists. Frances told me all the time that the Hathorn House and its grounds would be mine if something ever happened to her. She knew that I would take care of this place better than anyone else.
What happens to you?
I won't be here anymore. But I have representation, a professional lawyer. Her name's Alicia Cole. She's helping me out.
What were you doing 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago? Why? The house was burned a week ago.
Different case. Might be related.
I was in my shop, like I was every night.
Anyone see you?
Tourists. No one who is still in town, but I have sales receipts to prove it. You come by Luminous Infusions, and I'll show you.
Would love to.
So, I saw the ghost out in the cemetery.
The scarecrow?
Yeah. I've heard there were ghosts out here, but all I saw was that.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I've seen a lot of weird things. So far, I've yet to find one without a rational explanation.
Then there's nothing to talk about.
But why does everyone think there are ghosts out here?
A town this old is bound to have some unbelievable stories.
So you've seen one?
You don't live here. You wouldn't understand.
So you have?
I'm getting a little tired. I think we've talked enough, don't you?
Of course. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Whoever is doing this, you're not frightening me away.
Why are we walking towards the ghost?
Not possible. That's not possible.
Curse not the darkness.
It's not real. It's not.
Ooh.
Drew! What's going on? You weren't answering your phone. What's wrong?
I saw it.
The achievement I just got, Curse Not the Darkness, says Nancy's beliefs were challenged.
What are you talking about?
The ghost, Deirdre. The ghost at Hathorn House. The one
The storm is so loud.
Wow. Never thought you'd try to pull a joke like this. I underestimated you. This is a really good performance.
Character building.
Very un-Nancy Drew-like.
It's not a joke. Deirdre, I saw her. Didn't you want me to see it? Didn't you want me to look into it?
Well, yeah, but I didn't think for a second that you would. I guess I thought you'd go up there and find smoke and mirrors or whatever it is you do. You're saying it's real?
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not used to being so freaked out.
Wait, you didn't leave my car out there, did you?
What? No. I've calmed down enough to drive back. It's outside.
Good. I could get you more chowder.
Don't think it'll help. I need answers.
Okay, so let's go through it.
I find working a mystery strangely calming. Okay. I found out something interesting from Lauren Holt. Did you know that Francis Tuttle had a will?
Judge Danforth never mentioned that.
Because they can't find it, they assume it doesn't exist.
I
So
agree.
if it
I
does
do like
exist,
Deirdre in this game.
Lauren would get the estate.
Yeah. Oh, and And that lawyer, Alicia Cole, represents her.
How's that working out for her?
There doesn't seem to be much progress made.
Yeah, well, without a will, what could she really do?
I don't know how to explain it, but I saw something.
I don't know what
Oh
to tell
wow,
you,
what an
Drew.
immersive
It's as weird as
experience.
moon chunk cheese ice cream and sandals with socks. But my instinct is...
that the two are related. The fire and the ghosts.
Right. You're not buying Olivia's story that some coven of witches came here to unleash ghosts to take revenge by burning it down, though. Right?
Right, I think. It's unlikely anyway.
You really think what you saw was real?
It's worse than that. I think in order to know, I need to see it again. And you need to come with me. Tomorrow.
Okay. And then we can plan road trips to find Bigfoot and aliens and
Thanks
the
for
Loch
the
Ness
bits,
Monster.
Liv.
Hey, sounds fun to me. It's been a long day. I think I'm just gonna call it a night.
You do look kinda... well, maybe don't video chat with the boyfriend. At least not until you get the twigs out of your hair.
I appreciate your concern. Hey.
What? You want that chowder now? The offer expired.
I was going to say, we make a pretty good team.
See? That's proof right there. You are definitely hallucinating.
Video chatting with characters, that would be cool to have back.
Gotta remember that.
Because we really only had that
town of Greenwich, New York.
in
Sorry?
one game?
They have a witch on their
Was it
emblem.
only in the Deadly
We won!
Device?
Really?
Sending
Or
you
do
a
we
pay.
have more?
When can we expect payment?
That's a fire department logo. I said police.
Public safety. It's all the same. A technicality.
There's something I have to get off my chest. I saw a ghost.
Sorry, what?
This case. I've never seen anything
She's so
like
quick
it.
to believe that that was a real ghost, and yet
I can't explain it.
What is it?
she
What's wrong?
experienced Ghost of Thornton
Hold
Hall,
on. Say
which
no
to
more.
me
It just
was
so happens that
more
ghost hunting is our specialty.
believable,
Wait, what?
even
We're not
though it was
passing on a
explained
chance
away
like this. Be there
later.
before you know it.
Only if you really want to. Talk to you later.
I don't know, she just like lost all of her skepticism in like 5 seconds, you know? Which is unlike Nancy. Oh, that would be spooky though.
Yeah?
Good morning, sunshine.
What time is it?
It's early. Hurry up, get dressed, and meet me downstairs. I have something to cheer you up.
Hey!
Oh my, oh my, oh my, not good, not good, not good!
Oh, what are you guys doing in here?
They're trying their best to unimpress me. Mission accomplished.
Nancy! Hi! Joe was just, making an effort.
Oh, that's what that smell is.
I tried showing him the ropes, but he wants to prove he can do it without my help.
Tegan set out the ingredients for Johnny cakes before she had to run, but I gotta admit, it's been a while since I last whipped something up. Successfully.
Oh, I love Johnny Cakes. I can help.
Of course you can. All right, Hardy, step down before we have another fire on our hands.
The smoke is mysteriously gone.
All right, let's see. Step 1. 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar. This can't be right.
I told you I couldn't keep up with her, so I improvised. I'm 100% certain about the amounts, though.
Let's approach this sensibly. What do we need?
Okay, so flour, cornmeal, sugar, salt, baking powder. Would it be a cup of flour and sugar?
One cup of flour.
Looks right to me.
1 cup of sugar.
You expect us to eat this? Get it together.
Okay, so they don't like that.
Flour. 1 cup cornmeal.
1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of sugar. Absolutely. 2 tablespoons.
1 spoon of sugar.
Looks right to me.
1 spoon sugar.
We're getting there.
Wait, where'd all my stuff go?
One spoon of baking.
We're getting.
1 teaspoon salt.
We're getting there.
Where'd all the other stuff go?
1 cup flour.
I think you've got it.
1 corn.
I think you've got it. That looks great. Let's tackle the next step.
All right. Second step. We have to fill the bowl until the weight is just right.
Quick heads up. This is about where things started to go south last time.
Cooking Mama stream.
Let's just trust that Nancy knows what she's doing.
Thank you, Frank. But I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, 8 ounces of milk. Wait. That's too much, isn't it? Wait. Oh, that's correct. Okay. I don't know why that threw me off so much. Egg? Question mark?
That looks great. Let's tackle the next step.
Did it. Math.
Finally.
Timing is important.
I thought your favorite part was eating.
My next favorite
Don't
part.
flip the batter raw.
Dear goodness.
Be ready to flip when
Joe,
steaming
could you
hot.
help
Watch
me
out, don't
pour
burn the
while I
cakes.
flip?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Here comes some more. Almost there. Just a few more to go. All done.
Oh! Cocoa Kringles! I didn't even know those were in this game.
Ooh, these smell delicious.
Great job, Nancy.
These look amazing.
Okay. May, these are the Hardy brothers, Frank and Joe.
We're very interested in your case.
Uh-huh.
They're good friends of mine. They're going to help us with the investigation. The more people we have working on this, the better chance we have of solving the case.
Cool.
Joe, you need to learn how to cook. Maybe let Frank teach you. Otherwise, how are you going to impress anyone?
Solving crimes impresses people.
So does committing them. What? It's true. Not saying I'm impressed by that. Just stating a fact. I prefer someone who possesses a deep intellectual appreciation and table manners.
You want to be impressed? We should finally show her our business plan for our new business. What? It's very businessy.
What? What is it?
Well, Joe and I have been talking recently about making things a bit more official. Since we're always called to solve crimes, we thought that maybe we should start getting paid for it.
We're starting our very own detective agency. License, insurance, the whole thing. And
we want to know if you'd be interested in being a partner.
Yes.
A partner?
Hey, table that. All right, Drew. Why not update everyone on where we're at?
I'm happy you got to stop in too, Lauren. Thanks so much for being here. And have a great rest of your night. Hope to see you again very, very soon.
So, I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
Yes, sounds super exciting.
I already told them about the whole sighting.
Yeah, I can't explain it yet.
Even with the most modern scientific techniques available, there are many phenomena that we still cannot explain. I believe what you saw was real.
What?
What?
Sure, some sort of combination of gaseous blow-off and light refraction.
No, supernatural. A ghost, a real ghost, with thoughts and memory and agency.
I'm not so sure.
I just built some new equipment that I'd love to try out.
I'm sure it's nothing, but we'll go to the cemetery today and investigate
See you
anyway.
later, Jumpa.
Maybe
Thanks
we
so
can
much
add
for
ghost
being
hunting
here.
to our detective
Have
services.
a great rest of your day.
Kidding.
One thing I'd like to do today is check the town archives.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to handle this. You were gonna look into the history of ownership of the Hathorn house, right?
Yeah, sure. We can go together.
No. It's better if I handle this solo. I'm a whiz with microfiche. Don't ask me why.
Sounds like a story.
And I'm not going to tell it to you, okay?
So, Nancy, what do you think we should focus on for the investigation?
The arson that happened last week.
And we haven't had the chance to collect any alibis yet.
We need to ask everyone we've met where they were on the night of the arson. Corroborating their answers with whomever they were with will help bring into focus who is and isn't a suspect. Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of a burglary.
What was stolen?
We don't know.
The judge was working with Tegan on developing a case for the Accused Witches organization.
The what?
The descendants of the accused witches of the 1692 Salem witch trials. They're staking a claim to the Hathorn estate due to unjust dispossession and execution of their ancestors. It's one of the reasons I searched for the Book of Apologies in Austria, as it contains a record of wronged families. Someone swiped it right under my nose. And around the time of the arson, there was a burglary at the judge's office.
Too coincidental not to be connected.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'd like to review the crime scene at the courthouse for any clues.
The judge might not let you do that. He didn't sound very forthcoming.
True. But maybe my father can convince him. They're old friends. I can give him a call.
All right. What else?
We need to figure out how the theft from Mosam Castle is connected to this case.
Theft of what?
The Book of Apologies. My dad asked me to retrieve it from Mosam Castle in Austria, as a favor for Judge Danforth, who works here in Salem. It details all the victims of the witch trials, some of which are still unknown to this day.
However, this book was stolen as well.
Maybe
3
Nancy
days
can use
ago,
her rich girl
Nancy
connections.
was there.
Why was this book all the way in Austria?
Great question.
The resident historian told me the judge who wrote the book willed all his belongings to be preserved by whichever museum would have them at the time. That must be how it ended up in an Austrian castle, for safekeeping.
Well, that certainly didn't stop the thief, whoever it is.
I can ask around about alibis during this time period as well. See if anyone in town can't be accounted for. Might point us in the right direction.
I have something to add. Whoever is responsible for this crime is going to great lengths to cover it up. We don't know if these people are dangerous. Remember that. And be careful.
That's what Ned's supposed to tell me. Thank you for turning your music off.
Are you feeling any better about the case?
Nope.
We're going to find out who did this, May. I promise.
If you say so. Look, thanks for breakfast. I just want to say, I know you're trying to help, but I think you're wasting your time.
Do you feel ready to talk about your alibi?
I don't even have a passport. I don't go anywhere, so I wasn't in Austria, if that's what you're thinking.
And on the night of the arson? Giving us your alibi would help you so much. People tell me there's a good reason to suspect you, but no one can say why.
Isn't it obvious? I've got a burn mark covering the entire side of my face and like most of my arms. It must be me.
I'm sorry that happened to you. And I'm sorry if people judge you for your burns.
I prefer it to pity.
Would you tell me what happened?
There was a fire. I was in it.
I'm not trying to pry. It's just that so far, the main cause for suspecting you of the Hathorn fire seems to be this previous one. I only want to understand.
I was 9. It was an old shed, and I wasn't supposed to play in it. It was kind of a den full of stuff, like candles. I got stuck inside. You can work out the rest.
So it was an accident. You were just a kid. Harsh to suspect you now because of something you didn't mean to happen.
Don't make me talk about it more.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not trying to pry, immediately pries. That
You
is
said
so
you used to
Nancy.
hang out at the Hathorn house, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you ever see anything strange when you were there?
Like ghosts?
Yeah.
No. Never.
Oh, okay.
Nuh-uh. She said she wasn't.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
The Perrys recycle their paper waste. Good on them. Wait, what's this?
Is that
Someone
Audrey
must have
Hepburn?
been upset. They tore this note up. Rust be gone. Now that's handy. Never know when a bit of stubborn iron oxide will get in the way of investigating.
Photos of real people. Do I have that on the bingo? I might not. I don't think I do. Okay, I need to add that back to the bingo. I'll write that down. That is a tragedy that I don't have that on there.
Deirdre's convertible. Looks strikingly familiar.
What? What do you mean? Tragique.
What's the big...
Only a mess.
The system is gone.
I
They
don't
better
want
book her
to listen
before
to y'all. I'm just trying to walk. It's so cute in here.
You're here.
Yes, I am. This shop is really cool. I love the decor.
Thank you. It's taken a lot
Cider
of years to do it
donuts.
the way I want.
I kind
Yum.
of imagine this is what an actual witch's shop would look like.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Matcha
you have all
brownies
these
would be
herbs.
interesting.
Look, St. John's wort,
I want to try
mandrake
everything
root. You know,
here.
witches were just synonymous with people who used the old medieval ways of working with plants and animals, curing ills. They were healers, shamans, and confessors. You can see why some people might have been threatened by them.
I know, right? No leeches here, though. I draw the line at bloodsuckers. I'm glad you get it. A lot of people around here don't.
How so?
Some say I'm cashing in, not respecting history. People get so caught up in the death and judgment. But I was
I
always
agree.
interested in
I
all of
hate
that
know-it-all
lost
Nancy.
knowledge, even as a kid.
I bet a lot of kids around here are fascinated by it.
Used to be.
As someone who has always been a YouTube watcher, it feels only right that my first time chatting on Twitch is for this game. Hello, Mother Medusa. Thanks so much for being here. I'm assuming you're a Nancy fan. Welcome in.
You get a lot of people in? Maybe May Perry?
May. That's funny.
Why?
Look, she's had a hard time. She's not the only one. I've been the kid everyone looks at. You need friends to talk to. She doesn't want any.
She has her sister. Tegan cares about her.
Tegan protects what's important to Tegan. Sometimes that's May.
Okay.
Gosh, these pastries look delicious.
I want
Gosh,
one.
these pastries look delicious.
Gosh. This is all so cool. I would go crazy for a shop like this in my area. That's some expensive tea. I guess it's for the whole box though. I was thinking like a 1 cup situation. But this is a really cool place. Finished my 13th game, Treasure in the Royal Tower, yesterday. Since you said it was pretty high on your list, I think. I do love Royal Tower. What's been your favorite so far?
This is an interesting book.
It's very old. Priceless, really.
Well, in that case, why not keep it behind glass?
I use it every day. Only me, no one else. Now, what else do you want to talk about?
A commercial grade tea machine. Fancy. A commercial grade tea machine. Fancy. Gosh, these pastries look delicious.
Oh, I didn't put this together. We can unfortunately rotate, which is not my favorite thing. My favorite second chance so far has definitely been Final Scene. I think favorite might be Waverly. Special shout out to Danger by Design, which was the only one I played as a kid. Falling off the balcony was just so satisfying. That's so true. All of those are great games. I think Waverly is definitely in my top 5. I think that it's probably my number 2. I don't know. It's hard once I get to my top 5 to kind of like figure out which one I like the best. I kind of base it on vibes, but that's definitely up there. I think my all-time favorite right now is Legend of the Crystal Skull, because that was the first one I finished as a kid. So it's like kind of iconic for me. I know. Ooh, a text. Yeah, that's fair. It is a hard one to finish without a walkthrough. The famous Nancy Drew finally arrived to solve our ghostly conundrums. We're trying to figure out what could have caused you to see a ghost. Maybe an actual ghost? Is he always like this? Like this? Only on the good days. Hey, I'm here, you know. We know. Bad weather here. Oh no. We had all the bad weather last week and it was awful, so I feel for you. Aw, so cute. Yeah, they do push Francie in this game for sure. But I like it.
Nancy, hey. How's the investigation going?
Pretty well. You know, it would really help if I could get May to talk to me.
She hasn't given her alibi yet.
No. And everyone seems to have one, except her.
Everyone? Is it possible that it could be someone from outside of town? A visitor or something?
Absolutely. But statistically speaking, crime is rarely a random occurrence.
It's a mystery to me. You have anything you wanted to talk about?
Where were you on the night of the fire?
I was at my boyfriend's watching a movie. Here, this is his number. You can ask him.
Have you been dating Damien for a long time?
Yeah, a couple years, I think. I like him. I mean, I really do. He listens to me. Yeah, he's great.
Was he with you the whole night?
I mean, most of the night. I don't think he's capable of arson.
Oh,
if that's
really?
what you're suggesting.
You trust him?
Absolutely.
How did I miss
100%.
that?
Go ahead, call him. You'll see.
Do you remember what
I'll
you were
call it.
doing 3 nights ago?
3 days ago? Well, I was probably working here. Why?
You were working at the museum. Can anyone confirm that?
Well, I'm always here.
Because you haven't played Glee.
anyone else
Yeah, but I mean,
here?
I've seen
May was
it,
home
so
all day, laying low.
I feel like I would
Olivia
still get a
wasn't here
reference,
either.
but
I
maybe
don't know where
not.
she was, to be honest. You'll have to ask her.
So no one can confirm that? And you're sure May was at home?
She's barely left the house since the incident. People here treat her like she has an infectious
It's a bit of a deep cut.
disease.
Gotcha.
It's awful. And I don't blame her if she wants to sit at home on her phone all day. Ugh. Her parents need to come home. Soon. So, I gotta ask. What do you get out of this?
I get a lot.
Really? You travel around, talk to all these people, deal with all their problems, put yourself in harm's way?
Not always. All right.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know.
gotcha.
It's like there's these small obstacles that I enjoy working on, and they're interesting. But what I really love is the puzzle of humanity. What makes people tick? Why do people do what they do? It's always the hardest one to crack, because sometimes we do things that don't make sense. We're inherently irrational. Know what I mean?
You know, there's a theory about why these specific women were persecuted as witches. Some people believe that ergot, which is a fungus that grows in cereal grains, might have gotten into the food supply. It poisons anyone who eats it. Hallucinations, circulation issues, seizures. It would have made people look like they were possessed. Or made the judges think they were doing God's will. Or make the whole town go haywire.
A rational explanation for irrational behavior.
Just a theory. We'll never know. Anyway, I don't want to keep you. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, has everybody checked their silly goose? Their silly goose percentage? I think Owen is fishing for a bingo.
What's the history behind the Hathorn estate?
Right. Well, Judge John Hathorn was born and raised in Salem. His father was a decorated military man who had many
It is a
real estate
low
holdings
silly
throughout
score
New England.
day.
And when Judge Hathorn became a justice, he tried to expand.
But thanks for the gift subs.
Much of the land that the Hathorn estate was
Thank
built
you so
on was
much.
actually seized property from accused witches.
So awful. I think the land stealing
Oh, and you
part
were
was
so
even
close,
mentioned in
Maggie.
Olivia's tour.
87%.
Didn't expect her to actually care
And
about
there's
the
Bud's
history.
bingo. Congrats, Bud.
At the time, no one made the connection.
Bud hates
not
me
even in court
confirmed.
documents. But it happened.
The mods are fighting.
Do you have any more information about the Salem witch trials?
Did the exhibitions manage to spark your interest?
They did. I found this display showing the ancestry of the accused, but it didn't seem fully complete. I was wondering if you had more information stored here somewhere.
Well, we do have the upper floor, which is also where I keep most of my
Not
accused
Bud
witches
pinning
stuff.
the comment.
Would it be okay for me to go up
Drama.
there? I'd really like getting a better picture of the history of Salem.
Usually we don't allow people up on the second floor. It's restricted. But maybe just this once I can make an exception. You are here to help, after all. So if you think it would benefit you, feel free to go up there.
Thank you.
I'll open the door for you. It's actually really cool. The stairs are hidden behind a bookcase. Hold on.
Ooh. Secret passageway revealed? How do I get back there? Do I have to go this way? You've never seen this? Whoa! I don't know if I've ever seen this. Hold on, I have to check this off, the bingo, before I forget. Or has it been? It's been checked off. Okay. Wait, don't go back down. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. We're going back. Also? What? I like the plumpkin. We can carve the pumpkins? Wait, this is so cute. How did I not know you could do this? This is adorable. Okay, we'll get to the secret passageway in just a second.
Done.
That's
This
so
looks
cute.
Great. Now to find a nice place to put it. Not yet.
Oh, okay. Yes, we'll go back up. Yeah, I can't remember.
Whoa, originals? These books
If
must
I've
be
seen the
hundreds of
second
years
floor
old.
or not.
No wonder they're restricted. I hope their information is still open to the public at least.
I agree. Make books accessible. Salem and the Prohibition.
Someone's a busy bee. Old court protocols, ancestry records. Tegan is really digging deep into the witch trials.
The Scarlet Letter. Reverend Samuel Paris. Perry. Do you have family ties to those accused? Samuel Warden. Anything else that I can see? Don't think so.
Nancy, hey, how's the investigation going?
Do you think the fire is somehow related to Salem's history with witches?
What do you mean?
Like, is it meant as a symbolic gesture? Because that's how most witches died?
That was a European thing. No, they were more civilized in the New World. We hung our witches. Short drop, so they slowly choked to death.
Dang.
A couple more died in custody awaiting trial, and one, an elderly man who refused to testify, was pressed to death.
Pressed?
Yeah. They put a bunch of heavy stones on top of you, over a period of days.
That's horrible.
She did not know the weight until she felt the freedom. Scarlet Letter. Also a descendant of Judge Hathorne. Except Nathaniel Hawthorne was so horrified with his family's history that he added a W to change it.
Okay, I got you.
Wow. The focus on descendants isn't really something they teach you in school.
Yep.
It's good.
We think our world is so much more advanced now, but
Mr.
we have a hard
Goose
time
sighting.
escaping our past.
How did Frances Tuttle come to own the property?
Ms. Tuttle bought it 30 years ago, cheap. It was falling apart. The former owners couldn't be located, so it was auctioned. She was a bit of a kooky lady living in a ruin like that, but she was kind. I mean, she took in Lauren like a daughter. That says something about someone, doesn't it?
I agree. Can you tell me about the accident May was in when she was a kid?
Why do you need to know that? How is it important?
I didn't think it was, but everyone else sees reason to believe May is the one who burned Hathorne House. So that makes it important. I know.
It started with the
I have
arsenal.
not noticed any bad
She has
handwriting
other
quite yet,
convictions on her
but
juvenile
we will
record
keep
as
an
well.
eye out.
What happened?
It was an old shed near our home. May was about 9 or so. She was in it one night. She shouldn't have been. Playing
Oh, you put them on
candles.
candles.
A lighter. I don't know.
Oh.
It caught fire. She was charged.
I didn't know about that.
So young.
I feel...
Oh, and I'll let you know as soon as I find it.
She shouldn't even have been there, and I'm the older sister.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry to upset you. It helps me
The
to
first
understand.
letter we read?
Just
Oh,
don't
then I'll
talk
go
to
ahead and
me
check it
about
off.
Please.
Clearly, I forgot about it.
Talk to you later.
Okay, let's see if we can find a candle. I know there's one in front of this thing.
Huh. Yes.
Cool! I want to carve another one. Hoorah! Yay, Owen got the bingo! Oh, thank you so much for the resub! That Prime sub, Gamer Direct, thank you so much. Honk honk indeed. This is so cute.
Done. This looks great. Now to find a nice place to put it.
Me using the entire game as an excuse to carve pumpkins.
Scented candles. Pretty standard gift shop material. Wait, broomstick? What kind of fragrance is that?
Can we buy a souvenir, I wonder? I don't think there's money in this game. Oh, hey! Hey, girl! Suki!
Hey there, girl. Can't tell if you're supposed to be cute.
I'm gonna call
or
that a
creepy.
reference to a previous game.
You're back! Great. Let me guess. More questions?
Spooky how you could tell.
Though it harm none, do as thou wilt.
Okay.
I'm saying I guess it can't do any harm.
3 days ago, were you doing any witch tours?
3 days ago? No, I was not.
Okay. You remember what you were doing?
Actually, I had won a spa holiday at the Wayfarer Inn over in Marblehead. It was amazing. They used those glass cup things on my back. It was wicked crazy.
Oh. You have any receipts or...
It was all expenses paid. And I'd show you my back, but I'm a quick healer. Witch powers. It looks like it never happened. You know, I had a flyer for the spa, but I threw it away this morning. Sorry, I know I'm not being helpful.
It's okay. You are. Thanks. I've been going around asking everyone in town where they were on the night of the arson.
The night of the what?
Arson. At Hathorn House?
Why
does she
I
kind of
have
look
no
like
idea
she's
what you're
like
talking
swimming
about.
when she's moving her arms like that? Sometimes it just looks like she's swimming.
Kidding, Nancy, don't look so serious. I was here that night, doing my thing. I think there had to have been at least 20 people who can confirm that. It really stinks that Lauren is going to lose her home.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, of course.
Used to be muffins. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Hello, muffins.
See you later.
Oh, wait. Hehe.
No, not today. I can't. There's too much to do.
This guy.
Come on. Take a break.
Jason.
You need it.
Jason, I have had these protesters outside my window nonstop for days. I must deal with this situation. The longer it goes on, the worse it looks.
Yeah. Ooh, but I'm buying lunch.
You're buying? Really? With what?
You gotta get over this, Dad. It's not good for you. It's not healthy.
What are you talking about?
You resent me.
I don't resent you, Jason. Miss Drew, please, come in. We'll talk later, okay?
Oh, you have time for her, but not for me.
Please, Jason.
This is his son, right?
Hi, Jason Danforth.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. You're visiting Salem, yeah?
He kind of looks
What do
like
you
Chad
think?
Michael Murray.
Kind of a boring town beneath all the legends.
Jason, come on. We have a meeting.
Actually, it seems like there's a lot going on here.
Well, whenever you're up for some real excitement, look me up.
I'm sorry. He's still trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life.
Didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps.
Oh, he tried. Didn't have the dedication to follow through with the schooling. Anyway, let's get started.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
Information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't just take your word for it. I'll have it taken care of.
Okay. Oh. Are you sure you shouldn't just let the police handle this? Let me know if there's anything I can do. I will. Love you too. Hey Nance, how are you doing? I'm okay. Well, maybe not really. Do you need me to come over? No, you don't have to. I will if you want me to. Vacation can wait. No, it's fine, really. I just need to keep my nerves calm. Every mystery can be solved. I'll figure this one out. I know you will. Just keep at it. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
I need to get Judge Danforth's permission before I investigate the burglary.
Miss Drew, how can I help you?
Hi, Miss Cole.
Alicia, please.
Oh, same. Nancy.
Great. So what do you need, Nancy? Any more paper clips, staplers, or perhaps a hammer drill?
I'm more of a pneumatic nail gun type myself.
Ha ha. Nice.
Why can't we ask her about her alibi?
Or seen any ghosts in Salem?
Where's the camera? Are we on some show here?
Everyone I've interviewed claims there are ghosts here.
Ugh, this town. People here never cease to amaze me with their stupidity. You seem like a smart gal. I expect you not to be swept up by all this nonsense.
So, I'll take that as a no. For the record, I don't believe in ghosts either.
That's why I like you.
But I do think it's curious that everyone else here believes they exist or has actively seen them. Don't you think that's interesting?
It's just Salem. So stuck in the past, its people see ghosts everywhere.
Okay, here we go.
Doing some follow-ups with the arson. Where were you that night?
Are you asking for my alibi?
Well, yes, if you don't mind.
I was at a charity fundraiser, saving the piping plovers. Anyone in this town that works in an official capacity can vouch for me. Are you interviewing any of them?
I don't think I'll need to.
I'm a little bit surprised you'd even ask.
Just being thorough.
I can respect that.
I'm sure you've heard about the burglary in the court's evidence room.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, I've started asking myself, what is happening to this town? It used to be such a safe
Oh,
place.
really?
And now we have
I had no idea.
arson and break-ins. I'm worried there's a pattern of escalation here. I mean, is this the kind of place I want to raise children in?
Oh, you're trying to start a family.
I mean, yes. But with the amount that I work, when is there any time? I barely have enough time to do my hair in the morning, let alone go on a date after work. And to be honest, the type of people living in a place like Salem is, well, not really what I'm into.
Interesting.
How about you?
I have a boyfriend.
Really? He doesn't accompany you on your investigative trips?
Well, he's in college right now, and we see each other when we can.
Uh-huh. You been dating long?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, like almost
No one
100
said it
years,
was easy,
Nancy.
but we figure out how to make it work.
All I'll say is, most men don't understand what we go through. We have to fight to get a seat at their table, and then they want us to go home and be family makers. Some unsolicited advice from one working woman to another? Don't let his plans get in the way of yours.
Of course, they don't.
What plans? What plans does Ned Nickerson have other than date Nancy Drew?
Do you know who has access to the evidence room?
As far as I know, just myself and the judge.
That's interesting.
Look, I don't like saying this, but the judge occasionally leaves the evidence room unlocked. The man even locked himself in his own office, for pity's sake.
It's true.
Not that it matters. I was told the burglar came from the outside.
So it's safe to say you weren't here during the theft.
Are you liking me for this crime, Nancy?
No, I don't like anyone for this crime. Or any other crime for that matter. Just doing my research.
I was not here. I was running errands around town. Busy, busy, busy.
What did you mean when you said the people here are not your type?
Oh, you probably know by now. You've been around town, right?
I have.
It's all people with minds as small as the town itself. I don't mean to sound harsh, but you can only meet so many with the same mindset before you see a pattern.
That's interesting. Did something happen?
Oh, nothing much. Sometimes I just wish this place would be a bit bigger, you know? More progressive. Imagine a revitalized town.
Do you think that
I feel like Salem is pretty progressive.
A woman can dream.
I don't know.
Would you mind telling me what
3 days ago? All day or...
Well, any info would be helpful.
Actually, why are you interested in this?
You know why.
I was in Austria 3 days ago and witnessed a theft of a historical artifact there that surprised me.
I see. I was talking to your father about that case.
Really?
Mostly. Ask him. You're a regular
Okay,
sleuth.
so we're gonna talk to Carson about it.
Yeah, let's see. He's cheap, plus you know, I could... If your father would be okay with...
Alicia, I'm my own woman. I work for myself. But you've been very helpful and...
Good.
See you later.
Okay. Oh, I can put a pumpkin here. That's good to know. Wait, was that something that I could pick up? No, I guess not. Deirdre's car is pretty cool. Okay, let's call...
Hello.
Ned, hey.
You've reached the voicemail inbox of Ned Nickerson. I apologize that I did not come to the phone in a timely fashion.
Pick up your phone, Ned.
Okay. What about Carson? Hi, Tori. Welcome in. How are you
How's
doing?
my girl doing?
Hey, Dad. I have a favor I need to ask you.
Of course. Shoot.
I need to investigate inside the Salem courthouse, specifically concerning the burglary in the evidence room. Do you think you could call Judge Danforth on my behalf and get his permission?
Not a problem. You know, this reminds me, next time you see him, you should bring up the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta.
Dad.
Huh?
Yeah?
Maybe later.
Sure thing. Talk soon.
Oh, I forgot to call him. Damien Faulkner.
Hello?
Is this
Cold but otherwise good.
Yeah?
Get yourself a blanket,
Hi,
girly.
my name is Nancy Drew. I'm a private investigator currently working the Hathorn House case on behalf of Judge Danforth. Do you mind if I take up a minute of your time?
Go ahead.
Just wanted to follow up on some statements.
Statements made by who?
Tegan Perry,
Yes?
your girlfriend.
Right.
Where were you?
Sorry, but...
Winter's been fighting hard for a comeback this week. Oh no.
No. They were
We
given
need
to me
spring.
willingly.
Yeah, sorry. I work for
Arkansas is
and I
in
wanted to make sure
the
that when you're
season
being
where
questioned, you
it's
always
cold
have
in
a
the
lawyer.
morning
I don't
and
wanna sound
like
like a
really
silly
warm in the
here. What can I
afternoon. So I feel like I'm living
Of course.
in spring
But you
and
sound
winter
trustworthy.
right now.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just going back and forth
How long
all
have
day
you worked
long.
for Alicia?
I've interned for her for a while, but she doesn't really pay attention to me.
You seem to know a lot about legal framework.
I listen to her on the phone. A lot. Anyway, I was with Tegan on the night of the fire. That's what you wanted to know, right?
Yeah. And what did you guys do?
Watched a movie.
Okay. Which movie?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Tegan picks. You know, they're always some kind of vampire, drama, apocalyptic, teenagey, angsty thing. Don't tell her, but I never pay attention. I'm into hard sci-fi.
Oh, good to know.
Anything else, or...?
No. Thanks for talking to me.
Yep, sure. Bye.
Okay. What about you, Deirdre? Any news?
Hello? Deirdre?
Help me!
Deirdre!
I got you. Deirdre 1, Nancy 0. Ugh, you're so
She
gullible.
is gullible, man.
It's not funny.
Come on. Yes, it is. You know what? I like it. Because now I know how much you care.
Of course I care, Deirdre.
Why would they leave all this food out on the table
Well, anyway,
all day
I have
long?
some information for you. Frances Tuttle? What do you know about her?
She's the former owner of Hathorn House.
What? That's it?
Well, I thought you were going to research.
It all goes back to Frances Tuttle. Check it out. She took over the Hathorn House estate in 1992. Although I found 3 different marriage announcements in the Salem News, she was never married and never had any biological children. The only living heir now is Lauren Holt. She met Frances Tuttle and was officially adopted in 2006.
The judge said there was a will. Lauren confirmed that.
Exactly. But as far as I can tell, there is no will. Nothing was ever filed with the town clerk. No lawyer has stepped forward with a copy. Frances was in her late 80s when she passed, and she had a stroke a few years earlier. Maybe she was confused.
Are you saying you think that Lauren burned down her own house?
Sounds bizarre, I know. But it's the most likely scenario.
But why?
Because in Salem, a historic property is classified differently if it's a ruin versus being an intact structure. Without a will, a ruined property is preserved as is.
So Lauren could stay there.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think living in a charred-out building is great for your health, but it's a theory.
Okay. See if you can find out anything else. I'll meet you back at the Perry house later.
Okay. Bye, Nancy.
Oops. I didn't mean to call him again.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew.
Hi.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Well,
That's funny. I was trying to see if I could check these off, but I can't. Okay, probably now we can go talk to the judge and he'll let us investigate the break-in. Perfect. Hi, bye. And we're also probably getting close to a point where I'm gonna stop for the day and we'll pick it up next week. But we'll see what we can do about this evidence room situation.
You're all set.
Great. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Is there
Thank
anything
you,
else?
Daddy Golf Ball.
I'm just really proud of you, Nancy. I don't know how often I tell you that. I think it's not nearly enough.
Thanks, Dad. You know I learned it all from you, right?
Oh, now I know that's not true. The judge told me about a certain lock-picking incident. You certainly didn't learn that from me.
I may have picked up a few extra skills along the way.
I'd expect nothing less. Love you, kiddo. Go get him.
Thank you. Oh, you know what I haven't done this whole time is save the game. Oh, it auto-saves. Sick. Overwrite.
Judge, everything okay?
Why is she so quiet?
Sam Heck is a Bitcoin.
A Bitcoin? It's a cryptocurrency.
Not Bitcoin mentioned.
It's a decentralized digital currency.
All these new made-up
I agree.
digital things.
We're not talking about it.
As you know, I want to invest.
Oh yes, about that. Well, you see, I have
Okay, post-it note with the code is misplaced. Hey, 085 0815.
There's a number written on here.
61% silly. So silly. I can barely see those numbers. Okay, 0 8 1 5. The Did I check that off? No. There we go.
No glass on the floor. So the window was broken from the inside. Need to get the list of the evidence that was stored here. No.
No.
No. No.
It's gonna make me motion sick. Ugh.
No. 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 No.
Oh, this? Is this what we're talking about? Okay.
Now to figure out which ones were stolen.
Oh, I see.
No.
Use evidence list to check to see if
No.
anything is missing.
No.
No.
No. No. No.
I'm so sorry you have to hear Nancy say no 1,000 times.
No.
Let's start at the bottom, maybe.
No. 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 No.
Oh boy.
No. No. Interesting. No. 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 Interesting. No.
Almost done.
No. Interesting. All of the stolen evidence was linked to the accused witch's claim to Hathorn House.
You're kidding. I never would have guessed.
It's dusty.
Can I use it though? I guess not.
It's dusty.
It's dusty.
A map of Salem.
This is a cute little map. I like that.
Who has access to the evidence room?
Oh, well, that would be me and Alicia. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Thanks. I'll come back later.
Should I call Deirdre about it?
No, I will not pay your bail.
What?
Oh, I thought you were in trouble. Lockpicking someone's safe or something. What's up, Drew?
Just checking in. You find anything yet?
Negative. Right now, I think we're going to have to rely on alibis over anything else.
Yeah. I'll make sure to check with the folks in the courthouse.
Cool.
Did I
Now,
not
leave
do
me
that
alone.
already?
I'm busy.
Maybe I need to talk to Jason. Is Jason outside of it?
I knew you couldn't resist.
Yes, you are correct, Jason. I could not.
I'm open tomorrow night. Or tonight. Or right now. Lady's choice.
Howard?
Wait. We already went on a date?
Definitely not.
Oh.
Where were you?
Oh, right.
Do you remember?
Yeah, it's coming to me.
Okay,
Primal
questionable.
Cuts.
I'm sorry.
It's a steakhouse. I was there with my dad. Great steak. So, if we haven't been on a date yet...
No, thank you. I haven't...
Yes?
I actually wanted to know what you were doing for...
Are you sure that's what you want to know?
Yes.
I was actually digging out a stump in Alicia Cole's back.
You.
What? Yeah, I...
Okay.
You don't...
So we need to check in with Alicia about that.
See you later.
When do we want it? Now!
Whoa. What? We don't knock anymore?
Your door's not closed.
Left your door open.
Actually, that was Damien Faulkner. He's my intern.
You have an intern. I haven't seen him.
He's around. Someone has to make the coffee here. I'm swamped most days, and I could barely trust Judge Danforth with a flashlight.
Oh, I mean, he's not that inept.
You're right. That was me. Anyway, what can I help you with?
I just met Jason.
What? Different?
Yeah, I think he's kind of like a fast food cheeseburger with extra cheese. And I'm more of a home-cooked meal kind of gal. So you know...
I know him. He is.
I wouldn't really know.
Listen.
Sorry, I'm skipping all of this. I just don't have...
Trust
I just don't
me,
have the
not much
patience.
substance. He loves his...
Why did...
Well, after the burglary, we realized that this place was in dire need of higher security.
That's impressive.
Yeah, still...
See you...
Okay, so she didn't even really confirm anything for us. But that's fine. I think... What can I say? I love cheese. Do I have to click on someone to get the line? Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. Mid is going fine. Lots of dialogue, as you know. I think I'm probably about to stop for the day because I'm getting a little hungry, but I do want to make a pumpkin for the front of the Perry house. want the skinty one. I want to use, I think, this is it. Maybe a different nose though. This one.
Done. This looks great.
Not
Now
watching
to
him
find
do
a nice
yard
place to
work.
put it.
Oh no. Oh no. Who is this girl that's just standing?
Why are there protesters in a small town like this? Why are there protesters in a small town like this?
That is tragic. Oh, did I talk to Lauren about her alibi? Surely I did, right? And hold on, that's open? Can I go there?
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but where were you on the night Hathorn House was
Hey,
burned
nap
down?
time is a
I was
good
coming
time.
home from work, crossing through the cemetery. I could see the orange glow. By the time I got home, it was almost all gone.
Little catnap.
Were you the first one to call? Anyone see you earlier? Like an hour before?
I was in my shop.
Any customers?
No. Are you trying to say that I burned down the house?
No, I never said that.
Good. I've said it a million times, but I'll say it again for your benefit. I'm just glad she wasn't alive to see it.
Of course.
I know that now. But not.
You remember where you were 3 nights back?
I feel like the voice sound, the voice audio is extremely inconsistent.
Oh, no.
Because sometimes it sounds like they're whispering and sometimes it sounds like they're yelling.
I don't suppose there are any ghost sightings in your shop?
The spirits come and go as they please.
Yeah. Meaning. I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorn house.
Key? Oh, I don't have a key anymore.
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you ask her, she'll lend it to you, I'm sure.
See you later.
Okay, let's get that key from Alicia. And that might be the last thing that we do. Let's see. If I can freaking get over there. Golly. This navigation is awful. Horrendous.
Yes, can I help you?
Do you know
Owner of
We know that she knows Lauren Holt.
You are, and with the law is the law. A key to that. It's the only
And
someone.
now we have the house key. Awesome.
See you later.
Okay, so we're gonna drive back to the Perrys. And we'll just remember that next time we're gonna use the Hawthorne House key. Also, if I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep. Yeah, for sure. I would have to agree with that statement. Alright, YouTube.
The kitchen table has a great view out into the neighborhood.
And with that being said, we're gonna say see you later for now, and next time we'll pick it up and explore the Hawthorne House. Thanks for being here and re-experiencing the chaos and the spooks of Midnight in Salem. this is gonna be a fun experience for all of us. Thanks so much for being here. If you'd like to catch me live, you can click on the link underneath this VOD, and it'll take you to my Twitch channel. You can follow me over here, get notifications about when I go live. But if you'd like to only watch the VODs, you can stay here on YouTube. Subscribe if you want. I post multiple VODs a week, so you'll never be behind. But until next time, I love you so much. Thank you for being here and for supporting all of my silly goosery. I'll see you later. Bye.